It's your favorite YouTube dealer. I appreciate you guys for stopping in. We got some Harry Mack to check out today. A lot of you guys have been asking me to do this. It's called Girls at the Guggenheim. I think that's how you say it. Now, I watched the first couple of minutes of this, and from my understanding, Harry is going to play a character or himself like 10 years in the past. And I assume he says that because then he was maybe single or something, and he's approaching some women and hitting on them or giving them some kind of like a pickup line or, you know, whatever it is. Like, they kind of discussed it a little bit, and he's going to take it from the moment where he walks into this place and then kind of tell us a story, if I'm not mistaken. So let's get into it. Let's see what happens.
And we'll take it from you walking up to the museum, not even thinking about women or anything.
All right, let's do it. We're gonna need both beats.
I'm so fucking pumped.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Yeah. Here we go. Listen. Yeah. Come on. Listen. Yeah. Okay, this is a true story I'ma bring you live. I'm in my young 20s, a single guy. I live by myself in my small apartment, smoking weed in the morning so I can start bent. But today, yo, I wanna go and prowl. I wanna get more culture to increase my style. Cause lately, I've been feeding my soul and my spirit by freestyling over beats and cooking raw lyrics. But I don't have enough that I can reference. I gotta go to new places where I never been. I gotta find some info, send it through my mind. So I figure I'll take a stroll to the Guggenheim. Out there on the streets in New York now, you see them. One foot in front, the other towards the museum. I'm standing outside, I know the architecture is vital. I've heard that it's built like a spiral. I've never seen with my own eyes though. So I open up the door slowly. Okay, here we go, G, I'm walking in. And I'm instantly filled with passion. A single man with no attachment. So my soul is wide open and my heart is open too. And I'm looking for some love, that's what I pursue. Love from the art that I see on the walls. When I peep out the pieces, my brain starts to evolve. God.
It's crazy how this man could bring you through a topic. Like, it's like there's certain levels to freestyling, and different people find different things easier than others. But in my opinion, I feel like going off of words and coming up with different, like, and seeing stuff and going off of it is an unbelievable talent. It's hard, but I think being able to tell a coherent story and walk people through an exchange, a situation, has to be one of the hardest things ever, because you constantly have to be thinking ahead. I mean, you do when you freestyle regardless, but you have to constantly not only be thinking of the bar and how you're going to put it together, but of what direction the story is going to go in. Like, I just feel like there's more that's going on in your brain.
God damn, I'm looking up high. It is indeed shaped like a spiral that elevates to the sky. I wonder why it is. The truth is, I don't know. I wonder if that will be useful later on, though. That's some foreshadowing. I'm moving through the room. Yeah, suddenly my whole soul is consumed. Yeah, I've been here for about 15 minutes, but I feel like the size of the display is infinite. I'm not timid. I'm looking around. Sometimes I feel awkward by myself with both feet on the ground. I put my hands in my pockets at times, and then I wonder, but then I bring it back to the art. So I won't blunder. And suddenly, out of the corner of my eye, something beautiful, it starts to arise. At first I figured that it was a piece of art, but it's not art that is fluttering my heart. I look to the side so that I can finally see not just one beautiful woman, but three. And out of that trio, there's one that I know was made for me, bro. Should I approach her? Let's see. No, I probably can't do that. That doesn't seem right. I mean, let me try to exercise a bit of foresight. Now my thoughts are rushing so fast I can hardly even understand what I'm really thinking, and I feel like it's a small opportunity that I might miss even if I'm blinking. Now I'm shrinking down to size. Okay, take a deep inhale, exhale, never been frail. Feel my feet up on the ground. Now I'm feeling grounded. Now let me think about how I might go about this. Now here's the thing. She does look scrumptious, bro, but I do not want to make her uncomfortable. I mean, I want to go up and say, it's beautiful you found me, but I don't want to cross a boundary. How would I feel as I was with my boys and she came up to me while I would make the woo noise? I'd be mad excited, but that might not go both ways. So should I risk this here today? And then I start to consider. And I start to figure, why did I come here to see the pretty pictures? I wanted to come to expand my horizons. And it's true, the art does have me vibing, but if I'm not ready to take this leap, then it feels like my adventure in culture is cheap. Like if I'm not prepared to stretch my boundaries myself and do it for my spiritual health, then maybe there's no way I can be the dopest lyricist. I gotta understand where my heart and my spirit is. I'm building myself up, I'm about to get loose. Nah, maybe it's inappropriate, but is that an excuse now? Both sides of my brain are starting to argue. They both make good points. I don't know which part's true. I mean, am I making an excuse because I'm scared? Or will I really make her feel very underprepared?
It's crazy. This man is on a whole different level. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like everybody can go back to when you're younger and you see some girl out somewhere and you just like, yo, should I talk to her? Should I not? Like the thoughts that go through your head. You got the two sides of, yo, you should do it for these reasons, and like, nah, you shouldn't. And it's like an internal battle.
I'm not sure. I gotta make the choice. Suddenly, I listen to my heart for the voice. It says, Mac, go ahead, make your approach, but you gotta use the right strategy to do the most. Next beat.
Whew.
Okay.
I like this. This is dope.
We gotta do this.
This man is so excited.
All right, I can't just go. No, I can't go right to her. That wouldn't work. Okay, what can I do? Okay. All right. Yeah. Can't go right to the one. That's not the way to get this done. If I try that before it even starts, it ends. I'm better off starting with a friend. I won't really go there and flirt. Nah, see, that would never work, cause I don't wanna make the one I'm focused on jealous. Yeah, this is the story I'ma tell, bruh. Hey, yo, I'm gonna walk up to the friend, start the conversation there just to make her aware. That way she can look at me before I'm looking at her, and she'll become aware. Hopefully she'll like what she sees. Yeah, this is my opportunity. They're standing right in front of a famous piece. Now I gotta let my knowledge release. I walk up to the side, say to her friend, doesn't it seem like the art never ends? Right when I said it, she was making a joke to her friend and didn't hear me. My heart got broke, so I tried again. Hey, maybe we can be friends. Just kidding, but don't you like this art? She was like, yeah, but are you smart? I was like, whoa, coming in harsh. Yes, indeed I am, intelligent, not a farce. And let me tell you why, this information's vital. Do you know why it's shaped like a spiral? She says, no. Can you explain? Well, the shape is meant to disorient your brain. See, it's meant to be separate from reality, so that the art is not viewed as a fallacy, but rather like an alternate path we could take, an alternate universe for goodness sake, a different way of viewing the earth, an ultimate dimension. That was the purpose of the building invention. The reason for the architecture on the original blueprints was not to make you feel stupid, but rather to make you feel separate from your day to day, so that you can stay for days and enjoy the artwork without comparing it to normal life. Yeah, I outperform you, right? Then she looks at me and says, is that true? And I look at her and say, yes, I do. Believe it is. And her friend looks over and says, how do you know so much? Who showed you? I was like, well, funny you should ask me. Then I start to spit something nasty off of the top, and I look in her eyes. Suddenly I feel them real butterflies fluttering all inside of my chest. And I look at her and I know she's the best. It's time to invest, time to spit my line, but I gotta do it in the form of a rhyme. I say, baby girl, let's get busy. I thought it'd be the spiral that was making me dizzy, but in fact it's you, I'm about to faint. Feeling strong right now, not quaint. She almost fainted, her friend, she caught her. Then suddenly she brought her back to upright, and I looked in her eyes, but they looked like the heart eye emoji. She's fly. Then she falls into me for the hug, and we walked out together. This story's true love.
Yo, that's crazy. He said she fainted and she got back up, and she had the hearts in her eyes. She was just so enamored, right? Is that enamored? Is that, I think that's the word. But yeah, yo.
Okay. I think we found our clip.
Stop playing with this man. This man is the greatest that is. I'm gonna say the greatest has ever done it in my lifetime. I feel like there's never gonna come a day where I'm gonna be like, yo, this dude did it better than Harry. I just don't see that ever happening. I don't see that ever happening. I think that he is going to go down as the greatest freestyler ever. And anybody that's really into freestyling and rap at that level and understands what's going on, this man will live on long past his days, because there's nobody that's done anything like this. And it's so dope that we have the platforms that we have for his shit to be everywhere, right? So we'll always kind of have this to look back on, and it won't be, there's going to be no mistaking it. There's not going to be any question of it. So this was crazy. Girls at the Guggenheim. I had no idea what the hell that meant when people were like, yo, girls at the Guggenheim is different. I'm like, I've never heard of that. So I didn't know that it was during his podcast that he did this. Does he normally rhyme during his podcast? I assume he doesn't every single time. They probably talk a lot, but this guy, I'm guessing, asked him if he would like do a topic or something, and that's why we dove into this. But I'm gonna have to check out his podcast when I get a chance, because there's a few podcasts that I want to listen to as it's getting nicer out and I start going for some walks and runs and shit. That's when I usually will listen to a lot more content. So that's probably when I'll try to get a few episodes in. But if you guys listen to it, let me know what you think of the podcast down below, what your favorite episode has been so far. Maybe those are the ones that I'll try to dive into first. But I appreciate you guys. Also, we go live every Friday and Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern. It was on YouTube before. Now it's on Twitch, twitch.tv/DuaneTV. We go live for anywhere from an hour to 5 hours. We listen to music, we talk, we have a good time. Some crazy conversations come up, I'm not gonna lie to you, but it's fun. Like, it's just kind of hanging out with some friends and just shooting the shit. So if you guys ever want to join us, that's where I will be Friday and Saturday. But throughout the week, I go live as well. I do gaming. I'm gonna do streams where you guys help me write a verse for a song. I'm gonna do a cooking stream. I'm gonna just kind of add a whole bunch of random shit in there throughout the week. And if you guys ever want to stop in, that's where I'll be. Take it easy, stay safe. I'll catch you in the next one, homies.